Alright guys, so this carbon fiber bit is eating at me. What I would like to do is put a little bit of carbon fiber out by the mirror, put a little bit between the two doors, put a little bit by the back window. That way it'll tie everything together, right? Front lip, little bits of carbon on the side. I got the ducktail on there that's carbon. That way it's all tied together. Let me show you this. So obviously this is the mirror I haven't reassembled yet, but I figured I would do that because it gives me easier access on the one that I'm trying. So I know wrap doesn't just cover everything like dip does, and I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. So I know if this comes down and wraps this way, right, this piece right here is going to want to come around. This is going to have to stretch, and then how are we going to stretch it back up underneath? Where's the seam going to go? All that good nonsense. This one's bugging me. This one right here isn't too bad. Hi guys. This one right here isn't too bad. Big flat surface. I can get to all the edges real easy, tuck it in, easy peasy. This one, except for it's dirty, this is just a little wedge. Same thing. I can tuck those corners real nice. This will be easy to get to. Not too bad. So I think what I want to do is on this one that's all taken apart, I'm going to get this cleaned up real good, and then I'm going to attempt to wrap this. I'm going to start here, work my way down, let it stretch, fold, do what it needs to do, and we'll see what we can do. Okay? Alright guys, I ain't trying to pretend like I was going to get this on the first go, but this side came out real nice, and I got this all the way down here. Kind of there's a line in the mirror right there that I think I can use as a real nice split line. So I got this to mostly drape. I cut it too soon and it ripped right here when I was trying to stretch it, and you can see total garbage. But it's a good start. Let's try again. But since I don't want to waste any of this, I'm going to probably use a piece of this to do that little triangle back there first. Well, I'm no CK Wraps, but that'll do. Once I accepted the fact that there was going to be one little cut piece right here, I could do the rest of this mirror nice and smooth and even, and everything laid down real nice, didn't distort the fiber too much. These ones went piece of cake, looking good. That one looks beautiful, and it all ties in. Now it needs a good wash, but I'm happy with it. Obviously, we still got to do the other side, but I'm hungry. So let's go make some dinner and get back after it. So guys, I noticed something. There's a little seam right here, and that lines up with this one down here that I was using for the film. So maybe I'll just follow those seams and just do one little piece of carbon fiber right like that. Let's try that and see how it works out. Holy crap, guys. So we got it done. This one, and that mirror. It took me 3 tries to get that. 3 tries, that's pathetic. I need to get my skills up. While I was monkeying around with that, Riker got these carbon fiber pieces on. So it's just a little something, ties it together in the back. This with that, with this, with that. Looking good. Okay guys, this is a little disheartening, but I'm not surprised. So the corner of this is peeling back. Gonna have to redo that little bit of wrap. But this side over here that I did first, where I thought I was all smooth, the wrap straight pulled back. So we're redoing this whole side. That'll be fun for us. It's still kind of tucked in underneath, but there's a little bubble right there. So I'm gonna end up just peeling this whole side off and starting over. All right guys, time to do something about this carbon fiber on the steering wheel. Let's get to work. All right, so this boring steering wheel's gotta go. We got the airbag, we got the carbon wrapped on there, looks great. So what I picked up was this thing. Let me show you. So what we have is some of this pseudo carbon with purple stitching, and then some Alcantara for the steering wheel. Basically this thing sews around your steering wheel nice and tight, and then these just tuck in around the little thumb buttons there. So we'll follow some instructions. We're gonna get this on here. Basically it's a test fit, put the tape, stick it down. Once it's in position and stuck down, then you know it won't move while you're sewing it, and then you stitch this whole thing together. Good times. Here we go. So I got this far, and I'm realizing this is going to be way easier if I can get this off to be able to do the stitching on the back side. So all these stitches seem to be in literally the most inconvenient places, but overall it looks really good. So I'm going to pop this off, probably take her inside, finish wrapping this up, and get the stitches done. Alright, it's a little dark in here, but overall look at this. She's looking a beaut. We're gonna get that finished sewed up, and we'll get her back in the car. So I got this super awesome kit from China, and it is cut to take care of all of these little pieces in here that are wood grain. So we're gonna get this cleaned up with some acetone, and we're gonna start getting carbon fiber in all the places. Alright, so it ain't as good as if I had just replaced that with a carbon one, but I think it looks pretty good. Now I just have to do the whole rest of the car. So I'll catch you up when we get there. Alright, you hooligans, before it gets too dark, check this out. And the back doors too. I think it looks pretty freaking cool. Now let's get that steering wheel finished up, get that bolted in, and then we'll get this full interior detail on. Well, there you have it. All put back together. Got the nice Alcantara. Got my carbon fiber. It's looking good. And I got all the little carbon fiber accents to tie everything together and make it look just amazing. So there you go. I will leave links to the ones that I ordered in the description. The one thing I will say that I did different was, instead of putting the tape right here to hold these in place, I put some of that E6000 glue right here, and then on the back side to make sure that these things stay down and tucked in real nice. and so that this stays all nice and pristine for years to come. So that's the one thing I changed. And then some of these kits, like this one, you know, where this terminates isn't exactly where I would have cut it if I had done the thing, but the kit otherwise fits just beautifully, as you can tell. So there you have it. So next up, like I said, we're gonna order the splitter. We'll get that wrapped in carbon, but we got to get this thing cleaned up. We got a couple of spots that I got to buff out, so I'll probably just do a cut and buff on the whole thing, get rid of all those little dust nibs that we got. It's gonna be a peach. But watching me do that is boring, and even on time lapse it's boring. So I'll catch you up when we get there. So I got this quarter is ready to go all the way up to the pillar. I started sanding on this to get it ready last night, but it was getting dark. So you can see, like, that's what we're dealing with, is just that little bit of orange peel. So I'm trying to get that out so that it'll buff up real nice. That is all for this episode, all the carbon fiber. So it was a good time. I think this Audi's just about done. We still got a couple of little detail things that we're gonna do. The whole interior clean, get everything looking beautiful. We'll finish the outside, finish the cut and buff, get her a nice wax job. We will be at Mesa Cars and Coffee sometime, and hopefully you can see the Audi there if you're local. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share on your socials. Let's get to work.